Kelsey from Life Choices Center here. Congratulations, we survived and we lived through 2020. What an accomplishment that was. And congratulations on surviving the first several weeks of 2021. Anyways, if you're anything like me at the beginning of the new year, you may have sat down and written down a couple of goals that you'd like to achieve through the year, or maybe you like to sit down periodically throughout your year and set some goals for yourself. Whatever it may be, I want to give you some tips to help you create a list and achieve the goals that you set for yourself. So my first tip for you is to sit down and try to think of some goals that might be a little bit difficult to reach, but not impossible. I would like to encourage you to set some goals that may be realistic for you. This goes right into my next tip. My second tip is, when you make your goals, sit down and try to create a couple of steps with each goal to help you achieve that goal that you would like to accomplish throughout the year, throughout the 5 years, the 10 years, whatever the time frame may be. For example, this year I am trying to drink more water because I would drink coffee all day if I could and not even an ounce of water, but I need to be a little healthier in that area. So my goal is to drink more water this year. So I sat down and I created the goal to drink more water, and then I created 3 steps to help me achieve that. My first step is to buy a water bottle. My second step is to fill that water bottle up every morning. And my third step is to use an app to log my water intake to help keep me accountable. So I have 3 steps to help me achieve that goal. I would encourage you to look at your goals and see if there are 3 realistic steps that you can take, maybe more, 3 to 10, I would say is probably where you want to be, is 3 to 10 steps to help you achieve that goal. And these steps can be tiny. My first step is literally to get on Amazon and buy a water bottle. So then that leads me into my third tip when it comes to goal setting. My third tip is to set deadlines or set a time frame around when you would like to complete those steps. So, for example, I gave myself until February to purchase a water bottle. And I set myself until January, in the middle of January, to find an app. So I already found my app, to find an app that I want to do to log my water intake. I kind of set deadlines to help me, to help give me a time frame and help keep me accountable and help keep me moving towards my goal. So first, I'd encourage you to sit down and think about some realistic goals. Second, think of some steps to help you achieve those goals. Third, set some deadlines on those steps. And then I would like to encourage you to be flexible. I am pretty terrible about keeping my New Year's resolutions, to be quite honest, because every year I tend to set a goal. January, February, March rolls around and I forget about it. I've gotten busy, or I failed so many times that I just don't attempt it anymore. I would encourage you to give yourself some grace and be flexible. Are you not reaching that goal? Go back and put even simpler steps in there. Maybe instead of buying a water bottle, my first step should simply be to get a mason jar out of the cupboard and fill it with water. Set really realistic, very easily achievable steps to help you feel like you're accomplishing and moving towards your goal. That'll help give you the momentum that you need. That leads me into my 5th tip. My 5th tip is, kind of along the lines of being flexible, is don't be afraid to change your goals. Maybe your goal is just very easily achievable and you feel like you're done first weekend. Set a new goal. Check it off your list, set a new goal for yourself. Or maybe you're finding it's really difficult. Maybe you got laid off from your job, you find yourself pregnant, maybe school, you're taking on extra credits this year and you just feel like the goal you set for yourself isn't reasonable. That's okay. Goes back to being flexible. Instead of just crossing it off your list and saying you're never accomplishing it, I would encourage you to sit down and either replace that goal or try to make that goal more achievable. Don't give up. You can do this. So that's a couple of the tips that I have for you. Set reasonable goals, put steps to help you achieve those goals. Then I would encourage you set deadlines on those. Be flexible, and if you can't achieve something, you know what? That's okay. Go back and review those things. Save it for a later date, or make some easier steps, or maybe lower that goal. Maybe you wanted to run a marathon, and in the first week of 2020 or 2021, Can't even remember what year it is. In the first week of 2021, you hurt yourself. You know what? Let's lower that goal. Maybe your goal for this year is to go for a walk once a week. And maybe that will be a great triumph for you. Don't be afraid to change your goals. All right, maybe your goal is to run a 5K and you're already a runner and you ran a 5K in the first month of 2021. You are my new hero. But on top of that, I'd encourage you maybe to set a different goal. Maybe your new goal should be to run a marathon, train for a marathon, and up those steps. Maybe instead of going for a walk once a week, now you're gonna be pushing yourself to go for a run every morning. Whatever it is, I'd encourage you to set a goal, try to follow through with it, but be flexible and give yourself grace. We all know the unexpected can come out of nowhere. So kind of be gentle with yourself when you're setting your goals, but set those deadlines, set those steps to help you follow through and achieve them. I hope that really helps you guys, especially as we're kind of getting into 2021. We can sometimes forget about those goals we wanted to achieve, so I hope that they help keep you on track. Thank you so much, guys. In the comments below, I would encourage you to tell me your goal or tell me a couple steps you're taking to achieve your goal in 2021. Thanks, guys, and have a great week.